works, well, Seagull tells the story of a princess avoiding obstacles. So why is it so important for us? Religious and spiritual significance. Many dances were performed to honor deities, seek blessings, or ensure good harvest. They were a way to communicate to the spiritual world. So let's move on to the next pre-Spanish civilizations arts. So pre-Spanish civilizations arts, particularly in regions like Philippines, were rich and diverse. So diverse kayo ang Philippines, no? May nagagawa
calligraphy and tattoos. So in a modern world or this era, some of us or a few of us uses the baybayin, which they use in calligraphy. So what is calligraphy? Calligraphy is all about the brush strokes. As you can see in the picture, it is all about the brush stroke. How you write the letter or the word and then the brush stroke you use. So, besides the execution of lettering with pen, ink and brush and other written instrument. So, there are also artists that lives on this day that uses baybayin. One of us, or the only one living, is Abo Wangod. She is one of the people who uses baybayin written through his art or through his tattoos. So, as you can see, baybayin is all about minimalist in this day. The tattoos that artists use in baybayin is only minimalist. At Smith, it is a small art in our body that we embedded to our body. So, minimalist tattoo. So, there are also modern authors that show their work or emphasize their work in a baybayin written. But these authors has been not only known, but some of us are do not know this author because of the uses of his work through his art. So, one of them is Fernando Nobel de Ayala and Nick Aquino, Raul Sonico, and Lualhati Bautista. So this author, despite of the author's effort, the society has not been enough or wala kayo na cherish ang ilang work because of the modernized word na taron nga uses Latin alphabet compared to our original alphabet, which is baybayin. So, despite this effort of revitalization of this use of baybayin in modern age, it has been declined in recent years. Why it declined? Because people itself, the Filipino itself, declined to cherish and value our baybayin language. So that's all of my report, and I hope you also get some knowledge and ideas in our culture.